Good evening. Hi, hi. Salutations, welcome in. Greetings, greetings, greetings. How's the audio? You hear me all right? Hey, Faye, it's been ages. What's good? It's 10:11 out here in the West Coast, 111. Welcome in. Salutations. We're about to get started with Tarot Tuesday. Tarot Tuesday is where we do 12 readings, general readings for all 12 astrology houses, starting with Aries, making our way to the Pisces. I'm going to begin in just a moment because I'm ready to flow and I'm excited to see what these cards have to say for the collective. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. We are just getting started, just tuning in. If it's your first time here, greetings, salutations, welcome. My name is Gavin Zen. We're going to begin Tarot Tuesday in just one moment. I'm glad to hear it, Faye. That's what's up. Taking time for self, I'm sure. We are stoked. We are ready to play. We always begin with house number 1, Aries. Then we make our way to house number 12, Pisces. So if you're just now tuning in, you are here for the collective. Fantastic. We are flowing. We are flowing. This will be recorded and uploaded on my YouTube as well. So if you want to subscribe over there and check out the recording tomorrow, you're more than welcome to do so. These cards are jumping out of my hands. They are ready to play today. If you can hear me okay, go ahead and click the screen a couple of times so I know that you're listening. If you're ready for this Tarot Tuesday, you want to see what the cards have to say for the collective, go ahead and drop me that sunflower emoji. We are stoked to get started. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Greetings, greetings, greetings. We'll begin with house number 1, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you may have a Mars placement. House number 1 is the identity, where it all begins. We're going to start in just a second. I see all you sunflowers out here. We're ready to get started. Do I have any Aries in the house? Any Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants? Do you know where your Mars placement is? If you don't know your natal chart, you're basically your astrological birth chart. You can look that up on Cafe Astrology, I recommend. Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. Taurus is house number 2. We're about to get started in just a second, my dudes. Shuffle these cards, get this energy moving. We are focused, we are flowing. I see a bunch of Aries in the house. Let's get right to it. We are ready to play today. One more shuffle. Pisces is house number 12, Stacy's. Capricorn is house number 10. We're going to be reading for the collective today, so welcome in, sit back, relax. We all have all 12 houses. Ultimately, if you want to learn where your houses are in your placement, I recommend you go look up your natal chart. Right now, house number 1, Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you got your Mars placement. What is the message for the collective regarding our identity, our sense of self, our essence, our truth, and our core? We are stoked. Let's get right to it. We are focused. We are flowing. We're going to draw 2 cards from the top of the deck. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. We invite in 1 goddess, 2, deliver the message. We are ready to this. We are ready for this today. Stoked and ready to play. First and foremost, we got the Ace of Pentacles in the draw for Aries, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Lord of the roots of the powers of earth. Ace of Pentacles. This is where it all begins. The Hierophant here in reverse as well. Magus of the eternal gods. 7 of Swords here, Lord of unstable effort in the root. And the goddess we have for the collective, we have Audion Road. No, Samantha, Capricorn is house number 10. We go in order. If you don't want to stick around, you can catch the recording tomorrow on my YouTube. House number 1, Aries, the message is for everybody in the house. Self-work is the real work. We're not here to waste our time on jobs and careers. We can always be doing our work on ourselves, regardless of where we are working in real time. Ace of Pentacles here, reminding us that we are the seed, and you have everything that you need stored within you, ultimately. The Hierophant is an individual who shows up on a consistent basis, who does their practices and their efforts daily. So what do you do daily, and what are you doing daily that is activating unstable efforts. What and how are you coping rather than creating, ultimately, is the message right now. All good things take time, and you can't rush perfection, ultimately. However, we're being reminded when we tap into our essence, time is an illusion, and we can work with this awareness to then create the reality that it is that we wish to see. How can we see ourselves as God seeds, and how can we turn into our creator role so that we can step into our role of the divine here on this moment in time, seeing yourself as the creator and allowing yourself to continue to show up and ground into this, doing your daily practices and disciplines so that you may continue to show up and honor this. I don't know if y'all are jumping in from the reading that I just now posted, but this is a very similar message. We're done. We have a zero tolerance policy for bullshit anymore. We have to call ourselves out where we're putting in efforts that are unstable. Right now, we have to learn how to. We don't have to do anything, but if you want to step into the role as a creator of your reality, there's no tolerance anymore for just energies that are not in alignment with our divinity, ultimately. Sagittarius is house number 9, so we'll get there eventually. Right now we're on house number 1. We're going to keep this energy moving because I'm stoked and I'm ready to just flow right now. But ways can we be honest with ourselves and radically accept the unstable efforts that we've been giving our energies to, and how can we call back our power so that we may only enact in ways that are in alignment with our highest, in alignment with our seed, our truth, our core within thee. Everything in perfect timing. Healing is non-linear. I'm not being a dick. I'm just being reminded that this is kind of the discipline that is required of us so that we can be honest with ourselves and we can choose to move forward. I might have to go get a hair tie because my hair is falling everywhere. Regardless, we are stoked. We are flowing. And Aries number 1, I'm so grateful to deliver this message. And I'm speaking to myself ultimately at the end of the day. So here it is, the truth. We're going to keep it flowing. House number 2, Taurus. House number 2, Taurus. Right now we are reading for all 12 houses. Focused and flowing and ready to deliver the message. House number 2 today, Taurus. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, wherever you may have a Venus placement. House number 2 is all about our values. So when we know ourselves, house number 1, house number 2 is then how this plays out into our reality and how we then continue to show up from this space in alignment with our core values and our beliefs. Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Venus placements, wherever you have second house in your chart, this is the message. We're going to get right to it. We are focused. We are flowing. We cut the deck. We let it rest. We keep shuffling. My sun sign is Pisces, 5th house. I have a stellium in the 5th house. Right now, Taurus. Focused, flow. Taurus. Any Taurus in the house? Sun, Moon, Ascendants? Let's get right to it. We're going to cut it. We're going to clear it. We're going to let it rest. We draw 2 cards from the top of the deck for Taurus. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. 1 goddess for you. Strong message on the table. Similar theme. We're going forward. Libra's calling us out today, keeping us in balance so we can continue to show up in our highest. 5 of Swords here. Lord of Defeat. The only one that's right side up on the table. 5 of Swords. 9 of Wands in reverse. Lord of Great Strength. 9 of Wands. The Hierophant once again. The Hierophant once again, but this time in the root of the deck, the bottom of the deck. Magus of the eternal gods. Reminds us on how are we getting in our own way? What ways are we partaking in self-sabotaging patterns, programs, and ways of beingness? Here we have Brigid, the goddess of spring, the goddess of creative spark. Reminding ourselves that we are here to be creators, we're not here to cope. I know it's so challenging out here, and it's really sometimes nice to just sit back and smoke a fat bowl and just like let yourself be, but like ultimately, we're being reminded the importance of learning how to work through that discomfort and learning how to stop sabotaging ourselves so that we can be honest with ourselves and we can radically accept the ways in which we are getting in our own way. Because ultimately, we're the only things in our own way. But if we want to continue to show up in our highest, our roles as the creator of our reality, then we must be real with ourselves and we must stop defeating ourselves. Ultimately, we're here to defeat the patterns, the programs, the ways of beingness that are attempting to defeat us from stepping into our divinity. If we want to step into our divinity, it's daily disciplines, daily works, waking up on time, not allowing yourself to sleep through your clock, doing your meditation when you wake up, doing your journaling, doing your yoga, going to the gym, eating good foods that are good for your body. Lord of Great Strength in reverse shows us that when we show up for these daily disciplines, we then tap into our great strengths. So Taurus, house number 2, what do you value? Has nothing to do with a dollar sign. What do you value? I value consistency. I value discipline. I value honesty, openness, and an ability to radically accept this. I also value joy and humor and creativity. So how can I continue to ground into this? I also value stability. Absolutely. And it's so important. It's so important to be honest with ourselves. I'm not meaning to call you out, but sometimes the cards, they call us out and we have to hear those harsh truths. That's why I love my Gemini moon, which is house number 3, right around the corner. Kindness is crucial, absolutely. There's a difference between being nice and kind though. And house number 2, essential. What do you value and how can you continue to live in alignment with your heart? Ultimately, we're so focused, we're flowing the daily disciplines, and it starts, be easy on yourself. Be easy on yourself, be graceful with yourself, but ultimately be real too. There's no need to baby yourself anymore. You're a boss. Don't you ever forget that. Keep it flowing. House number 3, Gemini. In the house, do I have any Gemini sun, moon, ascendants out here? The ruling planet of Gemini is Mercury, the planet of communication. Yes, Gemini is all about communication and how we speak into our space. Gemini, sun, moon, ascendants. We are focused, we are flowing, we are ready for you today. I see the Geminis in the house. Welcome in, welcome in. We are flowing, we are here for it. So stoked. Shouts out to the Gemini Moon Squad. I see you. Difference between telling the truth and telling people what they want to hear. Big time. Facts. Appreciate that. Absolutely. I value honesty and the truth, so this is why we just gotta speak it. And a lot of times the truth is uncomfy, but it's okay because we're stronger than we give ourselves credit. Let's get right to it. Gemini, sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you got a Mercury placement. House number 3. Let's get to it. We're gonna cut it. We're gonna clear it. Let it rest. Welcome in, everybody. If you're just now joining, we are currently doing Tarot Tuesday. That is general readings for all 12 houses. It's 10:23, 123 out here in the West Coast. Everything is in perfect order. Gifts are always appreciated if you're finding any value in this. But ultimately, we're just here in channel mode, just going right to it. Gemini, this one is for you. House number 3. We have the Chariot. We have 2 of Swords. And the Emperor in the root. Ooh, we draw 2 goddesses for you, Gemini. And some strong synchronicities right off the bat. Because Gemini, the house number 3, house of communication, we got Isis here. We got Iris and Isis on the table. Iris, the goddess of communication, house number 3, here indeed. Yes, Alex, we did do Aries. You can catch the recording on my YouTube tomorrow. House number 3, Gemini energy. Iris, the goddess of communication. Isis, the goddess of rebirth. The Chariot here in the draw. Yeah, what a combo indeed. That's a straight combo. The Chariot, 2 of Swords, Lord of Peace restored. And the Emperor here in the root in reverse. Son of the morning, Gemini. This is the energy that we are stepping into. We are becoming the emperors of our reality, and we're restoring peace across the lands. We are here on track, and at any moment we can rebirth the way in which that we speak into the space. So what stories am I subscribing to? And how is this affecting and playing out into my life? How am I communicating to myself and the world around me? At any time, we're allowed to redefine or rewrite the script. If you're not digging where your life is at this moment, how can you then utilize your mental energy and your communication to speak the spells into the space, to manifest with your words that what it is that you wish to see, but ultimately manifesting with your body language as well? How are you feeling in your body? Ultimately, posture check right now. What does truth sound like in your body? What does truth feel like in your body? And how can we continue to see ourselves as the emperors of our reality? Because you're the emperor. Your body is your empire. Your body, your mind, your soul is your empire. You are the one who gets to weave these 3 together in harmony. Ultimately, learning how to stay on track and stay in the seat of the center of the observer of one's reality. This will allow you to recognize that any time you can shift the Chariot into the timeline that it is that you wish to. You don't, just because you've been doing something for 10 years doesn't mean you have to keep doing it the rest of your life. Faye says, truth feels like a blue flame clearing out the residue. I love it. That's a fire visualization. Thank you, Faye. Yes, truth clears the communication, and it's so important to recognize how that feels within one's body. Like, when do you feel like you're living in your truth? Because ultimately everything is always communicating. Everything is always frequency and vibration. So how are we wielding this with intention so that we can continue to communicate our truth? Recognizing that you don't have to become rigid and stuck in your beliefs. You're always allowed to evolve. In fact, that's what I encourage you to do, because everything is always changing, and stagnation is the bane of existence. We're not here to calcify. We're not here to rot. We are here to grow, grow, grow. And if you're not growing, you're dying, and that's totally cool. It's an important part of the process. But Isis is the goddess of the underworld and reminds us that death is an illusion. And the more that we can utilize this awareness to create the reality that it is that we wish to see, this is how we then ground into our reality and utilize this awareness to speak the truth. Hey, thank you, ASMR. I appreciate your compliment and your gift. Very kind of you. We're going to keep flowing. I love this reading. I love this energy tonight. I'm just here in the flow right now. We're going to keep it moving. House number 4 on the horizon. House number 4, we have Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. The ruling planet of house number 4 is also the Moon. So if you got a Cancer, the Moon, that's doubly 3, 4, 5. Hey, good eye. Good eye. Ooh, they're jumping out. And that was just an extra card for Cancer. Got it. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Do I have any Cancers in the house? Thank you, Debbie. I appreciate you dearly. Laura, I got house number 4 for you right on the horizon. Cancer, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. House number 4 is the home. The home right now. House number 4. So like when you have your values, now you can build a home around your values and the space in which your values can then exist and take place. Right now, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, house number 4, wherever you got those placements. Let's get right to it. Capricorns, house number 10. Capricorn is house number 10. Right now we're on house number 4. So stick around, or if you don't have the patience, go check out my YouTube tomorrow and the recording will be up there. Right now, house number 4, Capricorn. Excuse me. House number 4 is Cancer. Silly me in channel mode. Caught myself. So many Capricorns, they want it. They really do. They're like, come on, please. Give me that. Alright, Cancer. This one's for you. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. We draw 2 from the top of the deck. House number 4, the home. Very beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards. Dang, we're just like out here laughing at Capricorn right now. Nah, but life is all about humor, and how can we build our home in alignment with our humor? So Uzume, the goddess of humor here. Hey Karen, thanks for the gift. House number 4. All these cards in reverse. We got the Empress here. Daughter of the Mighty Ones. That's you, babes. House number 4. 6 of Wands in reverse. Lord of Victory. These cards are so fire right now for Cancer. I'm stoked for you. This is like... This is heavenly home energy. The Empress, Lord of Victory, the universe, here. The Great Ones, the nighttime. The universe, the Empress, 6 of Wands, Lord of Victory, and the card that jumps in, Wheel of Fortune. Are you kidding me? That's some like straight flame for Cancer in the house today. Like shouts out house number 4 and the Moon. My goodness, my dudes. Right now we're being reminded to laugh it off. Laughter is one of the best medicines, and whenever we're taking shit so seriously, especially house number 4, Cancer, especially y'all, like, so emotional a lot of the time, learning how to just, like, laugh with the emotions. Like, it's so important to honor our emotions and to feel our feels, but it's also so easy to get stuck in patterns and cycles of our emotions. The more we can take a step back and just, like, invite in humor and laughter, the more we can take it easy and just, like, water on a duck's back, keep swimming. The Empress is the energy that we're stepping into, and as we continue to embody the Empress, we're stepping into our Lord of Victory energy. You are the universe. You are the center of your universe. And you don't owe anyone anything. Ultimately, learning how to see yourself as the universe will allow you to then tap into your destiny, your role as a soul for choosing to embody yourself in this lifetime. Wheel of Fortune is on the horizon. So important for you to just continue to fine-tune and attune yourself to the frequency of fortune, and in alignment with that is victory. Attuning to the frequency of victory, knowing that you've already won. You are one. You have everything that you need within you. I mean, the universe hears. You are the universe, and you have a body. And it's so important to honor your body and continue to show up and step into your recognition that you are so much greater than you give yourself credit for and what you have been conditioned or patterned to believe. You are not your body. Your body is an extension of you. So how can you see your body as the Empress that it is, so you can then show up and basically laugh at all of the nonsense that attempts to be projected into your space when people just don't get it. And that's their own prerogative. You're not here to convince anybody anything. You just stay focused on your path, so the wheels of fortune keep turning in your favor. And that's how we get all these cards right side up. Self-care is one of the most radical things that we can do to reclaim our roles as the victor, as the universe, as the empress. Ultimately, what ways do you enjoy caring for yourself? What ways, what is bringing you humor and joy and lightheartedness lately, and how can you continue to focus on that energy? Oof. And then we got 10 of Cups, just jumps in while we're shuffling. Lord of Perfected Success. We're on this path. Let's get to it. Even though I have hardly any Cancer placements, I have house number 4 in Aquarius, and I'm just like so stoked to hear that message right now. We're going to keep it flowing for the collective. Let's get to it. This is the message. If you claim that, go ahead and drop me that moon emoji, because like ultimately we all have house number 4. Go ahead and drop that moon emoji if you want to claim that message for you. Right now, we are flowing forward with house number 5, Leo, tonight, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Let's get right to it. Leo is house number 5, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. No, we're not that far. Hey, Frankie, thanks for those gifts, but we got Virgo next, and then Libra's right after. So, house number 5, Leo, for you tonight. The ruling planet of house number 5 is also the sun. This is our desires. So if house number 4 is the home, house number 5 is like how you want to decorate your home and who you want to invite into it and how you want to continue to care for it. Leo, sun, moon, ascendants. House number 5, this is romance, this is desire. Let's get right to it. We are focused. We are flowing. Here for it. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. Hey, Faye, are you watching the comments? At any time, if you see anybody being disrespectful in the comments, Faye, you're more than welcome to mute them. I trust you as a mod, and I would absolutely love that. If you feel so called to do so, you're more than welcome to do so. We've had a lot of nonsense, and I just want to stay focused on the reads. But thank you. You're amazing. Love you, Faye. All right, house number 5. We're going to focus. For you tonight, we cut the deck. We clear it. Let it rest. We draw 2 cards from the top of the deck. Flip the deck upside down to show the root. Hey, do your thing. If you see it, go for it. Right now, 3 of Wands here for house number 5. Lord of established strength. Lord of established strength. King of Swords here, reverse. Prince of the Chariots of the Winds. King of Swords. Knight of Cups here in the root. Lord of the waves of the water. And Leo, for you, we have Hera, the goddess of alliance, the queen of the Greek god pantheon. House number 5. Right now, we're being reminded of the importance of communicating our emotions honestly. See, Cups is the element of water. Water is an element of emotion and intuition. Swords is the element of air, the element of communication, the element of visualization and mental energy. Wands is the element of fire, the element of inspiration, the element of creative spark. Learning how to communicate and align our words with our emotions, honoring all of our emotions, knowing that every bit of our experience is valid. And it's so important to honor that, to feel what it is that we're feeling, to not run away from anything, to build an alliance within oneself, to recognize and be so secure within oneself, so even when you are feeling negative energies or emotions, to not react from that space, to not project that onto somebody else, but instead to regulate that. Regulators! You know what I'm saying? It's so important to keep that in check, so we're not like just bleeding everywhere, and we're not projecting our own pain into other people's spaces, because hurt people try to hurt people, right? And misery needs company in order to survive. Leo, oftentimes extremely positive and open and optimistic, still just being reminded the importance of fine-tuning our communication so that our words and our actions are deeply in alignment with our intuitions and our core emotions, and just continuing to practice this, establishing that strength and building an alliance within oneself on all levels and ways of beingness. Ultimately, I'm also getting this energy that every cell, every organelle, every organ, every bone, every bit of your being is in an alliance to show up and create you in this moment. Because you are composed of all sorts of microorganisms, and they are in alliance to show up and heal and help you step into your divinity. Yeah, shout out to the mitochondria, the powerhouse. Yeah, you already know it. Establish your strength. Continue to align and relinquish or cut out or alchemize any energies, any ways of beingness, any ways of communication that are not in alignment with your core truth. That's up for you to decide, and nobody can take that away from you. Thank you, house number 5. What an important message on the table. We are focused. We are flowing right here for it. Next up, we got house number 6. Virgo in the house. Sun, moon, ascendants, wherever you may have a Venus. Excuse me. Yeah, no. Wait, no. Virgo. Mercury. Sorry. Libra's Venus. Libra's Venus. Virgo is Mercury. Excuse me, my Virgo babes are like, come on now, get your shit together. Get your shit together. Let's focus. Don't get distracted. Virgo, sun, moon, ascendants. We are focused for you. Wherever you may have a Mercury placement. 6th house is the work. Oh, Virgos are absolute bosses. What's up, babes? Virgo, sun, moon, ascendants, the work. Let's get right to it. We cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest. For you tonight, Virgo, sun, moon, ascendants. This is all for my Virgo babes. For you today, we cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest. We drop 2 cards. We draw 2 cards. Flip the deck upside down to show the root. I like it already. Let's get to it. And one goddess for you. She's made multiple appearances tonight. Let's get right to it. Odin Road, the goddess of time, here for you. Odin Road. We have the 3, so she's number 3. We also have the 3 of Cups here. Lord of Abundance. Lord of Abundance, 3 of Cups. Knight of Swords in the reverse in the draw. Lord of the Winds and the Breezes. Knight of Swords. 10 of Cups here for you. Lord of Perfected Success. 10 of Cups. And one more card for my Virgo babes, just because I love you so much. Wheel of Fortune underneath, the Lord of Perfected Success, going along with that Lord of Abundance, all in perfect time, baby. That's right. Learning how to live in that timeline that it is that we wish. Ultimately, mentally, I'm in my dream reality. I'm not even here right now. I'm in the garden, living it up, growing it up, doing the thing. Recognizing, Virgo, if Gemini is communication with words, because Mercury, Virgo is communication with body language. And so it's like speaking with the way that we carry ourselves, the way that we step into a space, the way that we hold our energies, and recognizing that we are always communicating and learning how to communicate with clarity and intention and purity to the best of our ability. So if it's abundance that you wish to step into, what does abundance even mean to you? How do you define that? And what does it feel like to already have everything that you need? And how can you meditate on that frequency so you can attune your body to that energy? And as you step into the room, knowing that you have everything you already have within you. This is the path of perfected success. And this is Pisces and Mars. However, if I know anybody about perfected success, that's some strong Virgo energy right there. The Knight of Swords is just reminding us how everything is mental, and where we are communicating our language. This is what we're being called to fine-tune in this moment, recognizing that the only thing that exists is this present moment now. The past is an illusion, and as well as the future, though ultimately, in order to move forward, and we want to step into a timeline of abundance and perfected success, what can I do right now in this moment to get me going in that direction? Because ultimately everything is momentum, and object of motion stays in motion, and object at rest stays at rest. Time is an illusion, but ultimately everything, all good things also take time. But when you take your time to do the thing, that time will come back tenfold. It's like you're investing in yourself. When you do the things that are good for you, when you focus on practicing that abundance frequency, just recognizing you have everything that you need so you can step into this space clearly. Thanks, Virgo. I love you dearly. Let's keep it going. Straight gem. Next, we have Libra. Happy birthday, Libra. We are focused. Sun, moon, ascendants. Hey, y'all, thanks for the gifts. I do truly appreciate the gifts. You know, these are all free, so if you're finding any value in this and you want to drop a gift, you're more than welcome to do so. Donations are always welcome, but right now we are just focused on for the collective. Sun, moon, ascendants, Libra, energy. I see you in the house. Happy birthday, babies. Let's focus. We're flowing. We're flowing. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. Yes, Taurus is house number 2, but if you want to check the recording, it'll be up on my YouTube tomorrow. Welcome in from Argentina. After this live stream, we will be doing personal readings, but right now we are doing 12 readings for the collective. So stick around if you want, because this is for you. Alrighty, Libra, for you, birthday babes, we draw 2 from the top of the deck. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. We invite in 1 goddess for you. Alrighty. Only 1 card right side up for you, Libra, and that is this guy. King of Pentacles. Pisces is the last one, house number 12. Right now we're on house number 7. Prince of the Chariots of Earth, King of Pentacles. Everything else in reverse. We have the 5 of Pentacles here. Lord of Material Trouble. 5 of Pentacles. The Hangman here. Talk about balance. The Hangman. Spirit of the Mighty Waters. And Hestia, the goddess of home, here for Libra tonight. Also reverse. Libra, right now we're being reminded that the first home is within the heart space, learning how to attune to your divinity, God, and how it lives within your heart, how to then become an embodiment of your own personal divinity. King of Pentacles is the embodiment of your values and your beliefs. So house number 6 is work. House number 7 is then how you connect with your fellows and building relationship from your work, and it's finding balance within oneself, because everything is relationship. And it all begins with your relationship with self. I'm getting that's the strong energy right now for Libra, because oftentimes Libra can be seen as like romance relationship or marriage. Actually, it's more so like dating, because Scorpio is more so marriage. It's like 1 step deeper. But it's also can be business relationships or just like friendship partnerships. But right now I'm getting strong energy of relationship with self and embodying one's truth. Reminding ourselves that everything is perspective, and where we're placing our awareness is what we will feed. Where we're placing our focus is what we will feed. So ultimately we're being reminded to reclaim our perspective and see our home within, learning how to cultivate that internal environment so that we can then allow that to permeate through our person. When it comes to material trouble, whatever obstacles, challenges, doubts, fears, worries, projections that you may be dealing with, learning how to recognize that this can also be a teacher. And when you can see these challenging aspects, when you can slow down and be like, what is this teaching me right now? Even though this is triggering me, even though this might be extremely painful and uncomfortable, what am I to learn from this? Or just reflecting back on something that you're still like dealing with. This will allow you to return to your center, to reclaim your role as the creator of your reality, as your King of Pentacles, so that you may maintain your frequency and step into your regal royal aspects, because ultimately everything is perspective. And when you can maintain that perspective of student, then you will stay open. Are you talking about this? I was shot in the eye with a BB gun when I was 7 years old. Almost went blind. But that was just so I could become Odin. But that's another story. It was my neighbor. Alright, Libra. Happy birthday, babes. I appreciate that message. So important. Perspective is everything. You are the king of your reality. Don't let anybody take it away from you. 10:44 out here in the West Coast. Let's keep it flowing. House number 8. Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Ascendant. Thanks for that gift. Thanks for that gift. I'm always somewhere warm. Right here in the core. House number 8, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. House number 8 is the house of marriage, the house of death, the house of the depths, the darkness, the shadow aspect. Let's get right to it. We are focused, we are flowing. House number 8 today, we cut the deck, we clear it, we let it rest. The ruling planet of house number 8 is Pluto, the house of death, the house of shadow, the house of dark money and investments. Yes, collective readings right now. We are reading for house number 8, Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Let's get right to it. We are focused. We are flowing. We cut this deck. We clear it. We let it rest. Draw 2 from the top. Flip the energy upside down. Let's get to it. Focus. Flowing. House number 8 today. King of Wands here in the draw. Prince of the Chariots of Fire. King of Wands. Yes, deep transformation, absolutely. That's ultimately what death is deep transformation, right? Knight of Cups in reverse. No, we did not just get started. We've been on here for 35 minutes. Lord of the waves of waters, Knight of cups in reverse, King of wands in the draw. Two of pentacles. That's, deep transformation. Lord of harmonious change. Two of pentacles there for Scorpio today. And Yostre, the goddess of new beginnings in reverse. Right now, yes, transformation is on the horizon, and it's happening harmoniously. Ultimately, how can we continue to focus on the frequency of harmony and attune to this energy so that we may show up and practice our magic from a kingly space rather than an unhealed space? I learned today that Terrence McKenna is a Scorpio sun and rising. He's probably the only healed Scorpio that I've ever witnessed, and I haven't met him in person. However, most Scorpios that I met oftentimes lead from spaces of unhealed. My little brother is doing some pretty good work, actually. It's really awesome to watch him grow and step into his truth. But ultimately, right now, Scorpio, we're being minded to check ourselves and our emotions, typically, right? How are we letting our waters and our waves play out through us? How can we continue to honor our emotions and our intuitions, but then speaking from an ascended space? King of Wands energy, practicing alchemy, not projecting our own pain bodies onto other people, but ultimately harmoniously changing, uplifting the ways in which we have beings. We're not leading from a hurt space, but we're leading from a healed space. It's crucial, but ultimately it all begins within, and every single instant we're provided the opportunity to practice. Every single instant we're provided the opportunity to choose a path of healing rather than a path of hurt. I gotta take some water. More so tea, but shouts out, Scorpio. Yes. How can we alchemize the energies that are holding us back? I'll give you a little hint. Love, you said I'm trying that path right now. The Buddha tells us that there are three main poisons that obstruct us from stepping into nirvana. The three main poisons are greed, anger, and ignorance. So how can we be more generous rather than greedy? How can we be more giving rather than thinking it's all about me? How can we minimize our anger and acting from this space so that we can actually speak from a space of grace and peace? And how can we bring more awareness, ignorance? How can we bring more awareness and consciousness to the ways in which we are living? Because when we're acting from hurt spaces, when we're acting from anger, when we're acting from greed, that's ultimately ignorant, if you ask me. The universe is abundant, and if we want to be here as healers, we got to step into that frequency. But hey, new beginnings on the horizon. May you continue to focus on your healing. I love you, Scorpio. I forgive you. I appreciate you. We're going to keep flowing forward. Two of Pentacles. Harmonious change. Let's get to it. Sagittarius, up next. Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, ruled by Jupiter. This is a planet of expansion, higher guidance, and awareness. Do I have any Sagittarius in the house? Let's get right to it. We are focused. We are flowing. House number 9. Today, we are stoked. We are ready to play. Ready, ready, ready. We cut it. We clear it. We let it rest. I see the Sag out here. Focus. Flowing. Let's get right to it. We're going to cut this deck. We're going to clear it. We're going to let it rest. We draw 2 from the top. You get an extra one, Sagittarius. And for you this evening, Iris, the goddess of communication, here in reverse. Iris. Yes, Leo is house number 5. You can check out the recording on my YouTube tomorrow. The last judgment here, the judgment card for Sagittarius. Spirit of the primal fires. Knight of Wands in reverse. Lord of the flame and lightning, Knight of Wands for Sagittarius. Judgment. Strong fire, strong fire energy for the last fire sign. We got King of Wands, Knight of Wands, Prince of the Chariots of the Fire. We just did Scorpio. 2 of Wands in the root. Lord of Dominion. So strong. So strong. And Iris, the goddess of communication. Ultimately, with Sagittarius being the house of higher wisdom and higher guidance, it's tapping into that higher self energy. It's receiving your communication from the divine and your personal link to the divinity that exists within you and through you, so that you may reclaim your dominion as a divine individual, so that you may continue to anchor into your role as the king of your reality, so that you may speak into your space from a place of clarity and inspiration. Inspiration. Every moment we're provided we're provided the opportunity to choose, to make a choice. Right now I don't know why y'all are why the fuck is Capricorn going off right now? Am I about to have to smack a bitch? Excuse me, Gemini moon just had to. We're on Sagittarius. Good lord, what the fuck? Iris, clearly I'm communicating for Sagittarius. Good lord. In every instant, we are allowed to claim our dominion and speak our peace, and we're allowed to wield our fire, and we are allowed to share the wisdom. Like, sometimes we don't have to be all nice and dandy and daffodils. Like, we can just get right to the fucking point. Sometimes that's what's needed, because, like, some people just don't fucking pay attention. Some dogs don't fucking pay attention. Like, that's my dog. My dog doesn't listen a lot of times, so I have to talk like this to her, and then she'll start to listen. Like, what the butts? Like, good lord. This is how we anchor into that King of Wands energy. Like, you speak from that fire, and you learn how to alchemize shit by the words that you're speaking, by the passion in your heart. You claim your dominion every single instant. Every single instant we have the opportunity to make judgments. So how are you utilizing your judgment? Why are you choosing to say some bullshit that's distracting? Why won't you just sit and listen? Like, good lord. House number 9. This is that expanded awareness. Like, it's nothing personal. I'm out here laughing. I'm having a good old time. I'm just grateful that I can, like, express my truth on this level to get the message loud and clear. Because, like, good lord. May you continue to speak your peace. May you continue to speak your truth. Ultimately, there's no wrong that you can do. And you know that you have the good in your heart. So continue to lead from this space. Alright. As Goku would say as he beats the bad guys, peace, peace, peace. House number 10, Capricorn, this one's for you. Let's get to it, my dudes. Goodness gracious. Thank you, Sagittarius. That was some Sagittarius fire right there. Exactly. That was some embodiment. That was some embodiment of Sagittarius energy. Like, thank you for bringing that out of me. Like, goodness gracious. I hardly ever tap into that. That felt really good. That felt super empowering. I feel strong right now. Goodness. Like, you want to know about Sagittarius? That was Sagittarius. Capricorn, this is for you, alright? You impatient mother lovers. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendant. 10th house is the foundation. So now that we've received the higher wisdom from 9th house Sagittarius, now we can build a foundation out of it. Now we can build a life out of it. Yes, mother of lovers, quote him on it. That's my jam. No one else has ever said that before. That's an original quote. Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. I love you so much. I'm still, like, dealing with that little Sagittarius energy. Oof. Oof. What's the lonely island? Anyway. Right now we're reading for all 12 houses, Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Right now we got Capricorn on the horizon. Capricorn is ruled by the planet of Saturn. Saturn is the planet of time, as well as foundation and base frequency. Let's get right to it. We are flowing. Do they really? Whoa, I gotta check that out. I will after this. Right now, we got Sagittarius. We cut it, we clear it, we let it rest, we focus, we are flowing for y'all today. So stoked, ready to play. Cut it, clear it, let it rest. Draw 2 from the top of the deck. We flip the deck upside down. Here it is. Alrighty. Capricorn. Let's get to it. The Sun. Here in reverse. Lord of the fire of the world. Ace of Pentacles here. That's some strong Capricorn energy. Ace of Pentacles here. Lord of the roots, the powers of earth. And justice here for Capricorn, house number 10, daughter of the Lord of time. And Freya, the goddess of radical acceptance here. So Sagittarius gets a lot of bad rap because what we've seen on a mainstream level is extremely demonic depictions of Sagittarian energy. It's like fatherly energy that's extremely, it's leading from an unhealed, traumatizing space. And a lot of times, like, Capricorn is also the devil card in the tarot. And so, like, a lot of times, like, Saturn and Satan are one and the same word. So, like, that's how the depiction of Saturn has been brought to us in this reality. But Saturn can also be like the divine masculine heavenly father energy of like learning how to lead by example. It's just the example that has been established for the collective right now has been piss poor, but that's crumbling right before our very eyes as Saturn is completing his chapter, going from Pisces to Aries within the next couple of years, plus the Pluto return of France and the United States. Like, there's a lot of major shifts happening for the collective when it comes to Saturnian energy and the foundation, the frequency. Ultimately, though, in order to do so, we have to radically accept the ways that we've been getting in our own way, the ways that we've been allowing these cycles and these pains to play out in our own life, and learn how to correct ourselves so we can bring justice to our soul and come back to balance, so that we may step into our sun and shine unapologetically, speaking our truth and recognizing that we have everything that we need within us, just like a seed has all the information it needs to blossom and bloom into the plant that it wants to become. Just like the sun has all of the energy it needs within to keep burning forever and eternity. I like to think some people will say that the sun's going to blow up one day, but I don't know if that's the truth because the sun's always blowing up ultimately. Right now, being reminded that time is an illusion, and the more that we can just like accept the ways in which we are not in alignment with our divinity, the more we can then recorrect ourselves and bring balance back to our journey so that we can step into and honor our divinity. We are focused. We are flowing. Yeah, time isn't even real. 5 billion years doesn't mean anything, honestly. Like, that's not even real. The future doesn't exist, but it is what it is. The more we can step into our sun energy and like shine our light positively and honestly and in our truth, the more we reclaim our divinity and bring balance back to the equation. Recognizing that we're allowed to create boundaries for ourselves. In fact, it's really important to do so. And from this space, that we can grow infinitely. Thank you, Capricorn. Let's keep it moving. All right, house number 11, Aquarius. We were here for this. Oh, that was fun. That was real fun. My dude, what's good, Greg? Welcome into the room. Hey, Zoe, thanks for that gift. Appreciate y'all. Thanks for witnessing me and my Sagittarian energy. We're back to the ground. Aquarius, sun, moon, ascendants. This is for you. Aquarius, ruled by Uranus. This is collective energy. So if Sagittarius is the higher wisdom and Capricorn is the foundation to ground this higher wisdom, Aquarius is now how it's applied to the collective and the populace. We are focused, we are flowing. House number 9 for you tonight, Aquarius. Excuse me, house number 11 for you tonight. Still buzzing off that Sagittarius read. House number 11 for you tonight, sun, moon, ascendants. Let's get right to it. We're focused, we're flowing. Here it is, we cut it, we clear it, we let it rest. Aquarius. For the collective, we draw 2. We flip the deck upside down to show the root. Indeed. All right, let's get right to it. So, the goddess, Green Tara, the goddess of salvation, the goddess of benevolence and peace and well-being. This is the way of the Aquarian age, the Green Tara. We got 3, 6, 9 on the table. We got 3 of Wands here, jumping out my hands. Lord of established strength, 3 of Wands. Reverse, 9 of Swords in the draw. Lord of despair and cruelty. 3 of Wands, 9 of Swords, 6 of Wands here for you. Lord of victory. This is the frequency that we are grounding into, that we're rooted in, recognizing that we are all one. And when you recognize that, then you can see the one within it all. Learning how to put an end to the patterns and the programs of despair and cruelty, and establish our strength to continue to attune to the frequency of victory. No one's coming to save you, but you can save yourself. And this is where salvation comes into play. Vibes with Cheyenne. If you want to jump into the queue for a reading, we're going to do personal readings after this live stream. Right now we're reading for house number 11, then we're going to read for house number 12, then we're going to close this live stream, and then we're going to restart it for the personal readings. Right now we're being called to establish our strength and put an end to those patterns of despair and cruelty, because on a collective level, this world in which we are inheriting, because it's crumbling right before our very eyes, it's shifting into a new dynamic. Like, if you've been born in this lifetime, you are in an extremely auspicious time. Like, you chose to be in life at a very rare time in the human journey. Because on an Aquarian level, the society that has been crafted for us is literally perpetuates cycles of despair and cruelty, and will steal the life force energy of the populace in order to keep itself afloat. Though right now we have made victory, and as long as you choose you, your authenticity, as long as you get to know yourself, you prioritize your personal pleasure, your peace of mind, and your well-being, and you don't let the narratives of the matrix of the media to steal your energy, you establish your strength. Samantha, if you want to jump into the queue, you can drop an exchange of at least 2222. Zen the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. PayPal, Zelle is in the bio. You can click all those links in my bio. If you go to zenthealchemist.com, go to the donations tab. The base donation is $22.22, but you're always welcome to send more. I have not seen that movie, but I want to go check it out. Dragon training is the way. Aquarius. As we step into the Aquarian age, we are putting an end to these cycles and these ways of despair and cruelty. And we are claiming our victory, and we are stepping into our role as the creators and gods and goddesses of our reality. I want to shout out the Peace Dealer, one of my favorite teachers out here, astrologers, and he also plays with the cards. He mostly does, he's an astrologer scientist. He talks about the revolution of the individual. I listen to his moon readings almost every video. I have to watch it. I used to be at that space, but now I don't, because I've been learning a lot. But he's been one of my greatest teachers along this journey, the Peace Dealer. And he talks a lot about the revolution of the individual and how important it is to maintain our own personal peace, and how that is how we step into our roles as the creator of our reality. He doesn't use these exact words, but he does say the words revolution of the individual. I'm going to coin him on that phrase, because that's really what the Aquarian age is all about, recognizing that we are all whole already. We don't need anything outside of ourselves. When we can see ourselves as whole and complete, then we can choose to connect together from this space and make God chains. That's what we're here to do, to build a dream team. Ultimately, salvation is within you, and as you accept yourself as the creator of your reality. And this is what I've learned from Hermeticism, recognizing that we have it all within, and learning how to cultivate that space within, so that then it begins to permeate throughout our experience. All right, just channeling, just having fun. Some random kid on the internet just talking a lot. Aquarius, thank you for that message. I appreciate it. Stay strong out here. It ain't easy in these streets. It's cold, but you got the warmth within. Focus, my friends. Stay true to you over everything. Over everything. You are the creator of your reality, and I am nothing more than a reflection of you. Thank you for co-creating this message with me today. Up next, we got house number 12. Yes, Theodore. My wife loves me unconditionally. Why the fuck else would I marry her? Goodness gracious. Someone is butthurt. Pisces. Sun, Moon, Ascendants. Let's get right to it. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2 1 2. Are we here? The Wi-Fi was being silly, so I had to disconnect. So we're rocking on the 5G right now. All right, cool. Thank y'all for letting me know. Of course. As I got heated, and I was starting to talk shit. The Wi-Fi does its silly thing, of course. All right, Pisces. Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Neptune placements, house number 12, the subconscious, the soul, the aspect of self that cannot be defined, the aspect of self that cannot be tamed, ultimately learning how to ground into your soul's embodiment. Pisces, Sun, Moon, Ascendants, Neptune placements, house number 12 placement. Let's get right to it. What's the message? focus, flowing. We are here for it. We're going to cut this deck. We're going to clear it. We're going to let it rest. Alrighty, appreciate y'all. We are focused. We are flowing. Thank you for your patience. So here for it. Get right to it. We're going to cut it. We're going to clear it. We're going to let it rest. Pisces moons are straight sweethearts, and we got some beautiful, beautiful, beautiful cards for you, Pisces. Good Lord, I'm grateful. Let's do this. And only one of them is right side up, and that's the Three of Cups in the root. Lord of Abundance, here for you. All water cards. Pisces, this is strong energy, baby. Lord of Abundance, Three of Cups for you. Ace of Cups in the root, in the draw. Ace of Cups. Six of Cups, reverse. Lord of Pleasure. Lord of Pleasure. Ace of Cups, Three of Cups, Lord of Pleasure, and Athena, the goddess, for house number 12. The goddess of warfare, the goddess of knowledge, but more so it's like knowledge with a G rather than with an N, rather than with a K, like gnosis, like knowing it within your bones. Reminding ourselves that life is 99% water, and water is life. The body is 99% water. Water is life. We got Three of Cups, Six of Cups, Eight of Cups. That's all water energy. That's strong for the last Pisces mutable water on the table. All cups, yeah, strong water energy. Super duper dope. And it's like very, very synchronistic for me personally. Learning how to lead from a space of we out here swimming. That's right. We just keep swimming. Gnosis in it. Lord of Pleasure energy. I mean, look at that, Carrie. Are you kidding me? Abundance, baby. Learning how to be an Ace of Cups. Learning how to allow ourselves to just like overflow. Learning how to just like recognize that we can create that as our base frequency. We jump out of bed ready to just be pouring our cup everywhere, ultimately. But we also stay grounded and we stay centered because we're not wasting a dang thing. And it's like learning how to practice that hermetic seal so that you're not letting your water like bleed, like, because ultimately, like, if you've never heard the term hermetic seal, it's like learning how to create a complete circle with your own personal energy so that you can become the single point, the 0 point energy, so that you can become the embodiment of the Ace of Cups. And it's like learning how to pour back into yourself as well. So necessary, so essential. And this is how we can maintain and sustain that abundance, because oftentimes we'll get hints of it, we'll get glimpses, but then like Pisces, we're being reminded that we can build an entire life of this. It's not easy. It takes practice. You know, when you start to do some workouts, like you don't want to just go right for the 100-pound dumbbell. You want to start small. You build up. You build up. You build up. You learn how to find your edge, take a step back so that you're not hurting yourself, you're not overdoing it. It's really important. And then this is like all about the process, the knowledge, the path, and learning how to practice that gnosis and continue to honor your own personal journey so you can show up and lead from this space. I like to create an orb of white light around me before going to bed like an egg. Absolutely, that's a beautiful way. So necessary. I'm actually a really watery boy. More so young man, but life, y'all. It's a war. It's a war out here. It's a war outside, but like it's a war over your mind, your body, and your soul. And the more you can lead from that Ace of Cups energy and keeping it so you're not burning out, but you like cycle that energy back into yourself, you keep it flowing, then you're able to sustain this high frequency. This is what Pisces is really here to do on the dream level. Like we're here to live the dream. Why else would we be here? Ultimately. Yeah, I was, you know, as a strong Piscean energy, I adapt to my container, right? Water becomes the cup, and we are reading for Sagittarius, so you got to see me attuned to that cup of Sagittarius. It's 11:11 out here. Hope your wish comes true. What an epic reading. Super feeling this Pisces reading as well. I love it. Lord of Abundance, Lord of Pleasure. I wish you an abundance of pleasure. I wish you an Ace of Cups. May you continue to know yourself and allow this to continue to play out perfectly. Ooh, we already got a queue started for next live stream. Jalea, I gotcha. Melody, I gotcha. I'm going to like your guys' cash apps when I go back on live. I'm going to jump off here. I'll be off probably like 15 minutes or so, just so I can like refuel myself, drink some water, maybe get a little snack or use the restroom. If y'all want to do the same thing, I encourage you to go do so. If anybody wants to jump into the queue for the next live stream, you can do so. live stream, you can do so by clicking the donations tab and sending at least $22.22. Then the Alchemist is the Cash App and the Venmo. If you want to catch this recording, it's going to be up on my YouTube tomorrow. We are now complete. We've read for all 12 houses. We already read for Capricorn. We already read for Leo. So we are going to be moving forward for personal readings after this live stream. You're more than welcome to drop me a follow. If you found any value in this, you're more than welcome to send me a donation, just a gift if you wish. These were all free, and if you found even a value in this, you want to show that, you're more than welcome to do so. But we do this because we want to share for the collective. If you ever want to book a one-on-one, you can do that on my website as well. If you want to come back for the next live stream for personal readings, that's going to be your most affordable bet. All right, we're flowing, we're focused. I'm in the zone right now, so I don't want to take too much time in between the streams, but you know it's important to take care of myself as well. So I'll see you in the next stream. You take care of yourselves. I appreciate each and every one of you. What an honor it is to be here as a reflection, to share these messages. Fare thee well. Godspeed.